Hi everyone, I'm Topaz and welcome to my very first Q&A video. In total, I think I got about 15 responses between Instagram and YouTube, and now I officially get to do a Q&A video, the first of we'll see how many. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to start off with this question. How did you get the name Topaz? What inspired your furry design, and what's your funniest moment in the fursuit? So I got the name Topaz because a friend of mine from high school, you know who you are, actually designed my first fursona. I asked this person to design him, and I came up with the colors before I came up with the species, and eventually I was like, well, what animal has blue? Or, what's blue? And I realized that a topaz like the rock is blue. So that's how I ended up with the color. For the design, like I said, a friend of mine designed him, and I remember them asking me, I remember me asking them, what, species, most resembled me, and they said a golden retriever, and I like the idea. I really like canines, so I was more than happy with, a golden retriever. What has been my funniest moment in fursuit? I feel like the funniest moment, I went with a friend of mine, Loki, to an on-campus event, and I went in full fursuit. And I think one of the funniest things was I knew so many people that just ignored me. Or let me rephrase that. They saw me, looked away, and walked away as fast as possible, and I thought it was the funniest thing. It's like, I know you people. You don't know that I'm in this giant carpet, but I know you. You know me, and you don't even know. And it was just hilarious to me. Alright, next question. What animal are you? I am a golden retriever. Do you ever feel like a retriever or like your fursona when you're not in fursuit? You know what? I definitely notice it, especially now, because golden retrievers, they're so energetic, and they're also kind of clumsy and bump into things. They're golden retrievers are the orange cats of dogs, I feel like, and I definitely noticed that I'm a bit clumsy, so yeah, totally. This next question I had to translate. It says, are you that Russian soldier? Uh, I, um, I don't know, so I guess maybe? For the Q&A, I wanted to ask about what making videos has done for you. Aside from being plain old fun, are there any interesting improvements/skills you've observed since first starting? In terms of video editing and things like that, I'd say no, because I kinda went to school to study filmmaking and stuff like that. But I do feel like it's made me a little more extroverted online, and I want to meet more people that are into fursuiting and things like that. So I guess it's made me less introverted, but I don't know. I definitely feel, I still feel a lot like myself, but I don't know. I'm sure someone who's met me in person could tell you if I'm more introverted or more extroverted and less introverted, but that's what I'm going to say for now. Is there any fictional characters that inspire you to make Topaz? Truthfully, I don't think so. Like I said, a friend of mine made Topaz, but I definitely have had golden retrievers around in my life. One of my earliest pets was a lab, so kind of close enough. I think the closest fictional character that may have had an inspiration was probably Blue from Blue's Clues, question mark? Because, Blue is a blue dog, but blue is my secondary color, so I feel like more of the in-person golden retrievers than any fictional golden retrievers, but I'm going to say blue. I'm going to say blue for now. These next two questions require a costume change. And by the way, I am wearing the whole outfit. So of course, the next question is, how did you get into mermaiding? The usual things. Obviously, The Little Mermaid for one, Aquamarine, H2O. And when all of your favorite kids shows decided to, transform their characters into merfolk for a day, that also factored in a little bit. And of course, cannot forget Barbie and a Mermaid Tale, Barbie Mermaidia, that whole thing. And while not a question, I love the furry and the merman combination. Thank you. I love it too. I don't think there are enough merpups in the fandom, so to spread a little fishy cheer is more than welcome by me. Anyway, I must leave this fishiness behind and continue with the rest of the Q&A questions. So let's get back into my bodysuit. Back to normal. Perfect. Is it possible for furries to develop romantic relationships with non-furries? Totally. We're basically like cosplay. We're a hobby and maybe even a job that people do. There are lots of furries that I am aware of that date non-furries, and they seem pretty happy. And then, of course, the reverse is true. I know plenty of furries that, dated or married within the fandom and are happy as well. I mean, love doesn't really care what you do for a hobby. It just cares, do you like that person? Do you like that person? Great. And that's all that really matters. I've never seen a retriever do push-ups before, and now that retriever is a strong one. Can you give me uppies with ease now? Listen, I may have been able to do 20 push-ups, but there is no way I can carry anybody less than 50 pounds. I am literally weak. So probably not. Do you have any plans for making a Discord server in the future? It's an interesting question. I've never actually considered making a Discord. But, if enough people wanted a Discord server, then I don't see why not. Who are your fursuit crushes? How'd you do that furry transformation for Halloween on your YouTube? Do it again. I ate a cookie, and now I'm stuck as a golden retriever. 10 out of 10, I will definitely do it again. Do not worry. I'm planning some more transformation stuff for Mermaid, and I'm also planning some transformation stuff for Halloween again. So don't worry, you'll get more furry transformations in the future. Do you have any other sonas? In terms of fursonas, no. I do some cosplay on the side, so I'll do those. And then, out of suit, I also have some sonas for games and some other fandoms I'm in, but Topaz for right now is my only fursona, but I am interested in getting other sonas in the future with different species. What motivates you every day to keep creating? To be honest, I feel like the reverse is actually true. Creating keeps me going. I just enjoy making these videos. whether it's just one person watching these videos or, everyone watching these videos, just making them helps me so much with my mental health and with just life. So really creating motivates me to keep pushing. And when days are hard and, I can be a little sad, I still, create these videos and they help motivate me to just continue living life and smiling. So really, it's not anything in life that motivates me, it's this motivating life. All right, so that is going to do it for my very first Q&A video. If you all enjoyed this and you want me to do another Q&A in the future, please let me know in the comment section, and also tell me what other videos you want to see. I really enjoy hearing feedback, and maybe there's a type of video that I'm not thinking of. So whatever ideas you all have, I would love to hear them in the comment section below. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun, and I will see you next time. Bye.